Welcome to the What's the Damage podcast with your host, Leo Van Damage.
Alright, we are live. We are live right now. I'm recording this shit right now. What the fuck is up, people? Cool. This is Leo Van Damage here today. Sorry about the late podcasts. As of late, I had unfortunately had a death friend who passed away recently close to me, so it's been a bit stressful. I'm here today with Tori Lucion, who is one of the band managers for In Search of Sun. How are you, Tori?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good.
I'm great.
And also I'm here with Daniel Molyneaux. Molyneaux.
Yeah, you got it right.
I had to say
we weren't live.
Yeah. I got it right when we went live. No, I wanted to say Molyneaux, who is also band manager for In Search of Sun.
Thank you.
And I'm also here with Seany Gorman. Shawnee. Hello. Who was here on the podcast the other day, man. How you guys getting on?
Yeah, good.
Swell. Yeah, good, man. All good.
Good stuff. We're just chilling here in the In Search of Sun base camp.
Headquarters.
Shoot some shit. Have a good laugh.
It's the middle class fortress that is Ruislip.
Yeah, for sure, right? You're the whitest person ever. Here, right now, I
Oh,
think.
mate, we're in a middle class neighbourhood on working class wages, mate. It's spies.
By the way, just on a side note, you know when we were talking about earlier what I do for a living? I don't talk about it on the podcast.
Yeah,
There's a reason I don't. Because if someone finds me, I go, fucking that fat fuck, I'm going to go kick the shit out of him. So I don't do that. Just FYI. They know that, but you don't.
Alright, that's cool, man. That's cool.
Alright, so yeah, but just shooting the shit, man. What were we talking about just before we started this podcast? Prisons.
Yeah, prisons and Japan.
In Japan,
Yeah.
Japanese prisons.
No, I missed the
Yeah.
I missed the Japanese bit.
See, I personally like a Japanese prison. Do you know what I mean? I'd like a robotic prison guard. Do you know what I
Do you
mean?
know, every time I hear of Japanese prisons, I just think of that episode of The Simpsons. You know when he goes to Japan, he just walks through the walls, like because they were just made of paper. Some of us are slightly intoxicated today. By the way,
Post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, a little bit.
Societies though. Japan, if you think about it.
Probably
one
they're not
of the
even
only
allowed an
ones.
army. They're like the world was just like, fuck you. Sorry, you're not getting one of these. Too bad.
It's good though. Do you know what I mean? They've got like, vending machines with dirty knickers in them.
I heard
That's
this.
what happens when
I've
you
never
give up
been. I
tanks.
want to go to Kyoto because I want to see them cherry blossoms. But
Oh yeah, they look awesome. Man.
I saw something online where Chinese tourists are going to Japan and they're climbing the trees and taking pictures in them. It's like so disrespectful
Shit.
Why would you do that?
because they're cunts. So, hold on. I'm not being Chinglish racist right now. I'm being straight up. If you
I've never heard that.
What?
Chinglish. I've heard Spanglish, but Chinglish.
Chinglish, yeah. So we have a. So I'm obviously, as some of you all know because it's on my Facebook. But my missus is pregnant, so I'm going to have another baby.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you. My penis works. It's all good. Small but effective.
That's a job.
and we were we've got a Chinese midwife. And the whole time we were going, we could see her walking around whilst we were in the waiting room. She was ordering people around, telling them what to do and shit. And I was like, "Baby, look, it's Spling Lol. That's her name, Spling Lol. She's gonna be." And she actually turned up being my midwife. But she was amazing. She's so fucking good. Not because she's Chinese.
What was her name in the end?
Huh?
What was that?
Angela Lin.
Oh.
Spling lol.
Spling Lol. Yeah, that's what I call her. But no, so I saw this thing with Chinese tourists, and there was like a buffet, and they were going in and like proper attacking the food, and they didn't give a fuck. It was as if they were in some sort of concentration camp fighting for food. Yeah, no, honestly, like someone just videoed it on their camera phone, and they were taking, you know how like normal people use tongs? They were taking the bowls and scooping the prawns out of the buffet, and then like 3 or 4 plates away and walking off. It was nuts. And it was probably about 50 Chinese tourists all around this one little buffet attacking each other.
E. coli prawns, man.
Has anyone else ever noticed, like, when you go to Chinese restaurants, especially buffets, you end up, or in my experience anyway, the staff just kind of crowd around you, like, they're always kind of watching, and as soon as you've put your your cutlery down, bam, your plate's gone.
Yeah, because they want you in and
I know,
out,
I
man.
know,
Like it's a
yeah.
quick service. It just
What was that place that used to be in Harrow? Was it Red Lantern or something? Do you remember that place?
no,
They used to have a
never.
Chinese buffet there, man.
I don't remember Red Lantern.
Next to Pizza Hut.
Oh yeah, I do remember it. Yeah. Sorry,
yeah.
man, that place has changed so many times in the last few years.
Yeah, it's gone through so many different. What was it? It was like a jerk chicken shop at one
Yeah,
point, wasn't it?
Have you seen the one that's there
It's
now?
a
in the
steak
corner?
place now, no?
You've seen
is
the one
it?
in the corner? Like you know the alleyway between the junction and the high street in Harrow.
Yeah.
They've like
Jerk
they've
place.
like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
the
yeah,
first
yeah,
time
yeah,
I've
yeah.
ever seen it.
It's not a
They've
jerk place
they've
anymore.
put a window into the wall where the alleyway was. So there's
Yeah,
never been a
I've
window
seen it.
there
Yeah,
ever.
yeah.
And I was like I've seen people shotting coke down the alleyway there. And now I'm watching a couple eating a steak dinner.
I used to call it
You know
rape.
what I mean?
I used to call it rape alley because that's dark as shit, right?
Yeah.
Like
What
back
alley?
in the day when I used to rock down for it, I'd be like, I'm gonna get raped if I go down that way.
Yeah, you get a bargain frozen pizza from Iceland and a raping.
To be fair, some people can't say they bought a pizza for £1 and got raped. So it's,
Yeah.
you know,
That's true. That's value for money, man.
yeah, it's it. It's value for money. That's why mums go to Iceland.
You talking about the alleyway?
Single mums. That's why single mums go to Iceland. I don't really care. I know people are gonna be listening to it because I'm a single mum and I'm Chinese. I fucking hate you, and I'm gonna go. Well, you hit all demographics, right?
And you go to
in
Iceland.
the first 5 minutes, you've hit all demographics. I've been insulting. I don't know. I love Asian people. Asian people are awesome, man. Like they are. You're going to Korea, right? You were telling me, Tori.
Yeah. I am.
So why is that? Just let the folks know. What do you do for what is? Because we obviously I know what Daniel does, and I know what Sean. We all know who Sean is. So Sean's cooking his dinner, by the way. So he may at some point retreat
A lovely
away.
beef.
A lovely
joint.
beef. But Tori, on top of being band manager for In Search of Sun, co-band manager, what else do you do?
I work for musicians and artists, mostly in pop music.
Yep. Which is really weird because you're like a metalhead.
Yeah.
So two contrasts.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, they're chalk and cheese, but it's all the same.
It's all music at the end of
it's
the
all
day,
music,
man.
Yeah, exactly.
Who is it? Do you mind if I ask? I know who it is, but I want to ask so you can say it out loud. Who is it you're
it's
working with at the moment?
that particular show is for Jessie J. who I've
Jessie
been
J.
with for quite.
You've been working with her for a while.
Yeah, about 5 years.
Okay, cool. And how have you found it?
Yeah, it's been great. It's
Yeah.
been awesome.
The fakest smile. Yeah. Every time I see you, though, I'm not gonna lie. Every time I see you, you're like so tired. You just burn out on both ends.
I think I live in perpetual jet lag, so I'm constantly like trying to adjust to different time zones.
Have you ever seen Die Hard? I know there is a
Yeah.
point to
Yeah.
this thing. So right at the beginning of Die Hard,
Rubbing your feet on the carpet.
rubbing your feet on the carpet apparently helps you with the jet lag. It sounds like total bullshit.
Yeah,
But
it's an old wives' tale. That
You
is.
should shoot up some Germans and see if that helps.
take over an airport.
Just be ultra hard, rock around in a white vest. That'd be awesome.
Oh shit, man. So where have you just come back from?
I just did 5 weeks in America.
In the States, yeah. Where is she big in America?
That American trip wasn't with Jessie.
Oh, okay.
But that was someone else. But she's got a bit of a following in America.
Okay.
Like not as big as she is in Europe, or South America. South America, absolutely love her. Asia, she's got a big following out there.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We often do loads of shows like in Singapore, Philippines.
What's Singapore like? Because I've never actually been. Speaking of Asians,
It's pretty hot. It's
Yeah?
like really.
apparently gum is illegal there.
Yeah, chewing gum.
chewing
Chewing
gum.
gum is actually illegal.
Why?
They have to go to Malaysia to get it.
Why?
It's to do with like keeping like the streets clean and
That's a bit. That's
anti pollution.
that's a bit
Scheme.
OCD, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? That's a
You
bit-
know what? I kind of
Do
get it.
you know how
man.
expensive it is to own a car out in Singapore?
Yeah, it's
Really fucking expensive, man.
dude. Someone was telling me about this. So what they do is they have like they have like contracts for cars.
Yeah.
To own a car, and they only release a certain amount per year, and it changes every year. And when it goes up for bidding, that also changes. People bid for these, and they go for like, I think it's like starting from like 10,000. I think what did they have over there? Singapore dollars, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, 10,000 all the way up to like 100 grand to own a car.
That's a bit much. I like Murray Mint's really big over there because there's no chewing gum.
Probably. Murray mints.
Murray mints are wicked, man. I used to love Murray mints.
Murray mints are those
They used to make you fart hard. That's the only thing about Merry Mints, man.
I don't remember that bit. The fart.
Yeah,
bit.
that's
Oh, no,
it's strange
it's
that you
fucking
go
weird.
there. You go to anal play straight away.
Tic Tacs give you the shits.
Do they?
Yeah, oh, definitely.
The
Yeah.
natural laxative.
Yeah. What else gives you the shits?
Shit
Extra strong mints, like the
Yeah.
Trayball ones. They give you.
Yeah.
They give you the shits.
What is
No,
it?
do you know what? I live on those. I live on the because before I used to smoke normal cigarettes, up until about 5 minutes ago.
You just have menthols now.
No, normal cigarettes is in cigarettes as opposed to vaping.
Yeah.
So, but I've just found out I need a new coil in this thing, which is
Oh wait,
very
how long were you
frustrating.
off them for?
5 minutes ago, because I smoked my last one in the garden just before we came.
What tank you
Done.
got?
Huh?
What tank you got?
I have no fucking idea. Do you know anything about these things? I just bought this
work
today.
for a company who do this.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. I don't have a smart coil. I'm sorry, man.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, you got a smart alien now. I think
I don't know. Is that good?
it's a really good one. Yeah.
Is it really good?
It is really good.
It cost me fucking a lot of money
Yeah,
today.
it's good.
It was
Good
like
result.
£117 for everything.
Mate, we sell them. We sell them. It was.
That's probably stronger than a silk cut.
And that's what I smoke normally.
So you might be balancing things out. by
But you know, it doesn't make
smoking
sense. Yeah, I know,
silk
but it's the tar in it that fucks you up, dude. That's the problem. Like, that's why my fat ass goes when you jog for half an hour, and then I feel like I'm breathing out my asshole.
cuts. How much tar's in a silk cut?
Man's just trying
where's
to
the
get.
No, I throw it through my packet away, man. I have no idea.
Do you know they don't in silk cuts? You only get the different types of silk cut. Do you know they don't actually change the tobacco inside the cigarette? They only change the air filtration, like on the filter. So
Do you know what is? Do you know what is? Do you know how many fucking fake cigarettes exist in the world? Just off that
I love
point.
No,
fake
how many?
cigarettes.
Loads, millions. Like they say that factually, that if you buy a packet of cigarettes, a normal packet, factually, there's probably about 4 in that packet of fake counterfeit cigarettes from China.
How was?
Because it's not real tobacco. It's like chipped in with like wood chippings and shit.
It's a timber, yeah.
Is that why it does look like there's a piece of wood in your cigarette
Yeah.
sometimes?
It's
Yeah,
a toenail and everything.
So is that why rolling backy's better then?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I do like a bit of rolling backy.
See, rolling tobacco. There's a place in Harrow that sells like flavored stuff.
Yeah. The place by on the corner.
It's a tobacconist.
Yeah, that place is good. That place
They're the
is good.
shit, man. They're
Yeah.
really expensive though, but it's good stuff.
coconut backy?
Yeah. I usually
Vanilla.
get the toffee caramel, like rolling tobacco. But I've got to stop that shit, man. I've got to stop smoking actual cigarettes and start vaping like an asshole.
Cigarettes are good for you, man. Just imagine it's the 50s again, and everyone thinks they're healthy.
Yeah, right. Like that. What was it?
Pretend you've heard nothing.
What was that fucking show?
Mad Men.
Mad Men. Yeah, when they're like it's all about advertising for cigarettes and shit, man. So yeah, these fucking vape things, man. I bought this thing today and I had no fucking clue about any of this. And the chick in the vape shop, she clued me in to the entire fucking thing. But I only bought this today. How long does a coil last?
It depends. Depends how many watts you're running it at, what liquid you're
35.
using, how often you're using it. Are you chain vaping it?
No.
Oh, they can last a while then, man. That
But
can
my
last.
coil just went. I just bought this today.
You probably went up a bit too high. So what I usually do when you get a new coil, because there's 2 different types of coils you get. You
Right.
get a mouth
This is where it gets boring.
No, it's not, man. It's just
No, for everybody else.
No. It's just like in terms of
101 in
like, it's
vaping.
if you want to give up cigarettes, yeah, because there's the people that like blowing those massive clouds and doing all the tricks and all that, all that bollocks. Do you know what I mean? And it has got like a really geeky aspect to it. But if you just want to give up, like your coil's going to be a lot lower and it doesn't get as hot.
Yeah, because they told me the wattage has to be quite low when I first start. So she told me to put it on 35, which I've done, and I've used it. I've not used it that much
Oh, did
today.
it?
Yeah, of course you can. I just refilled it though.
Oh yeah, so new coil, yeah.
Yeah, it's got like a digital LED screen and all that shit. So
It's the vape of the future.
Yeah, you've definitely blown your coil.
I don't fucking know, dude.
Yeah, you
Dude,
have.
you
Just
blew-
imagine,
you blew your
imagine,
coil,
it like,
man.
imagine it like a filament in a light
blew
bulb.
your
It sounds
Coil
like
too early,
yeah,
bro.
I blew my coil too early, dude.
Yeah. It's like, you know.
Would
you
it have
got-
lasted longer if I didn't fucking use it today?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Like, would it have? What I mean is, if I didn't use it, well, I used it as many times as I would not smoke a normal cigarette. So,
It does it.
as you can see, I haven't even refilled it since she filled it up.
They're meant to last a lot longer. So, like
so-
2 weeks.
Okay, so what I did was I smoked this the same way I was smoking a normal cigarette. So, like 10 tokes basically, and was like, okay, I'm done. And I smoke about 5 cigarettes a day, 10 cigarettes a day. So that's what I did when I got this today.
You rinsed it.
I might have killed it, right?
Yeah. Give it a little bit of space. Because all it is, man, it's just cotton, and then the liquid soaks into the cotton. So if the cotton dries up too quickly from that heating up, then obviously you're just burning cotton, and that's when you burn your coil.
So how do I fucking change this thing? Oh, we'll talk about it after the podcast because I have no idea.
Yeah.
Because I don't want this just to be an instructional
mate,
video,
well, no, man,
instructional
I've
audio about
literally just
vapes.
9 hours of work doing exactly the same thing. I'm like, oh, this
I should have
feels like
fucking
I'm on
come
the
to you
phone.
then for this thing.
Yeah, get the liquid off us, man. Come to us.
Yeah, he works for what's the company he works
Vape
for?
Club.
Dan?
Vapeclub.co.uk.
Fucking no.
We'll give
Man.
you a bit of a...
Yeah, we're doing really well, like really well.
Okay, yeah, because everyone's vaping now. I've seen all these videos online of these
the
people.
tricks.
Huh?
You've seen all the
Yeah,
tricks.
there's people who just don't get laid.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
too busy vaping these like fucking clouds or whatever, or like
Probably
these
vape
big.
yourself a fake vagina or something.
Yeah,
like that.
exactly. Yeah, as opposed to just like going out, finding a girlfriend, go to dinner, settling down, having a family. Instead, you're just sitting there fucking vaping. Piece of shit. So talk to me about, seeing as we're on this subject, can I get marijuana for this thing? Like CBD oil?
It doesn't work the same. It doesn't work.
What do you mean it doesn't work
It
the
doesn't
same?
work the same. Like it's because
All I need is the cannabinoids, right?
you need cannabis oil for it.
Okay.
You need a certain type of oil, and it's different as well because you can't just like I've looked into this. There is like you can't get like normal THC crystals, for instance, and then put them into that device because obviously it's still got a crystal structure to it. So what people do if you really want to do it is to boil it down in alcohol and then get rid of the crystalline structure, and then you put it into your tank, and then your coil will last for a long time. So if you do it without it, it will just burn it out straight away.
So
I've
that's
tried
a
them.
roundabout way of saying I can't get marijuana in this thing.
Yeah, I've tried it. My friend's given me one before. I've tried it. I had like a bounty.
That's
one.
all I
In
care
other
about
words,
right now.
no.
That's all I care about right now. I don't want to smoke an actual spliff anymore. I just want to smoke maybe. Can I just change this around and put some weed in this fucking thing?
Well, I've got a PAX. Have you ever seen
I've
those?
got a Pax.
A what?
A PAX.
Get one of those fucking...
the fuck is that?
It's a weed vaporizer.
Where does that go? Talk to me about this. Educate me.
Oh man, this thing's like from the future, dude. It's
In the
like
future.
it's
Marty!
the only thing about them is they've got quite a small chamber, so you've got to keep reloading. But you know, it's fine. Like it's only for dry herb, as they call it. So they sell
Okay.
it. They market it as a tobacco vaporizer, but you obviously put weed.
It's
in it.
kind of like those people that go to tomato farms.
But the whole
to,
thing-
to grow. I want to grow tomatoes, so I need the hydroponics to grow tomatoes.
Yeah,
of course you do,
exactly.
bro.
Yeah, I need 1,000 baggies because I bought 10,000 small screws and I need to put them in each of those baggies.
No,
Exactly.
but this thing's great, man. Like, you just like pop it in the chamber, the oven as it's called, and then you turn it on, and the whole thing's like futuristic, like proper sleek, slick packaging, like Apple kind of, you know, that kind of design. And then, like, was it like 5 minutes, and then it's ready to go.
It's amazing how much packaging makes you up the ante on what a product is. Like
Yeah.
you're like, oh, it's so sleek packaging and all this. Like, as
I'm
if
a
it makes
sucker
the-
for that shit. Like,
Yeah?
yeah,
I
absolutely.
had a friend who worked at the Apple store. I'm about to unload some Apple secrets on you, right? There is a smell that exists that they put in the box that is released within the first opening.
I'm sure they had. Can
No,
you imagine the focus group for that?
dude,
People
I'm
sat
telling
down
you.
and done right.
So,
Chemtrails.
so they say.
What do you think
so,
of this smell?
No, so check this out. Yeah, it's like the new car smell. That's a thing,
Yeah,
right? You can
yeah,
buy
yeah.
an air freshener of new car smell, right? So it's the same way, like the new product smell. They'll put like a scent in the box and then seal the box.
Yeah.
And then
That makes sense.
they've designed the box to take 5 seconds to slide out. So it's a very satisfying feeling from you unpeel it and then you lift it. Let's say you're opening up an iPhone box. So you lift the iPhone box and it just goes, it slides out. It's very satisfying for you as a consumer. And then, so they have like all these back things that they do that you don't know about. You're like, I'm just opening a box. But a lot of money went into that research to make it an enjoyable experience for you.
So that's probably why you're not opening it like a bag of Maltesers then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, how the fuck do you open bags of Maltesers? You just fucking rip it open. They go everywhere. You're like, shit.
Just like eating them off the floor like hungry hippos.
But no, so they go into that shit. They go as far as Steve Jobs. There's this like courtyard. Anybody who works for Apple can correct me, but I'm pretty sure this is right. There is a courtyard in Italy or some shit where if you ever go into an Apple store, like not like a pop-up store, like an actual Apple store, like proper one that's going to be there for like a mainstay, the floor is of this like weird slate. They all have the same floor, all of the same stores, right? And it all comes from one place. in Italy, some courtyard in Italy that he was like, I really like this, I'm gonna buy this, and he bought the whole thing, and that's where they make this stone.
No way.
And so if there's a crack in it, they have to order that piece to be delivered from
Italy.
Wow.
Bring back and put it down, as well as like all the tables are made from one type of tree in one type of forest in one place in America.
Whoa.
All of them. So they're not just like IKEA fucking tables. Have you ever been there? You ever gone and like rubbed your hand across the table and like the thing comes up?
Yeah.
That's so fucking cool. But they build that all. Do you know where they keep their money? They keep it in the tables. The cash.
Really?
So that's something I wondered when I walked in and I was like, I've got cash. I want to buy something from here, and I bought like a little lightning adapter for like £40. And I was like, oh yeah, I've only got cash, because you know they walk around with the little units, right, when you buy something. So I've only got cash, and they were like, yeah, it's fine, we can do that. And I'm like, where's your fucking register?
Yeah.
They don't have
I never saw one there.
Yeah, so it's in the tables.
That's jokes.
If you look at the tables on the side, sometimes you see there's like a little slight indent. They push it in, or they do something and it pops out the register. And I was like, oh.
Speaking of tables, I saw this. Where the
I had sex on a table the other day.
It was this.
Tables can't hold me.
It was a table worth $1 billion.
$1 billion?
Yeah, it was in. It was.
Is it made out of bones of children?
It was in a resort in a desert in Abu Dhabi.
Well, of course, that's where it exists. In that part of the world, the Middle East, of course.
Yeah, I think it's an Egyptian. It's an Egyptian table, and the piece they had at this resort was only a third of it, so it's obviously a lot bigger. But it's made from like some really rare tree, and it's like infused with like marble and gold and
For
shit.
sure, some guns bought that. Some million.
No. What happened was BP. It was a gift from BP to the family of the UAE.
Oh, okay.
To the first family that settled, and that came from that desert. And obviously they've been drilling there and
That's fucking insane, man.
taking their oil. It's like, thanks for the oil, here's a table.
Yeah. Glad to see BP are spending their money wisely again. £1 billion tables.
Well, they got- it was a
Yeah,
gift.
no, they gave them to him as a gift in the 50s.
Just giving them away now.
Shit, man. I would love to go out there, but I know my ass would get arrested. To
What,
do some
loose?
shit, yeah.
Yeah.
They got that strict rules. Like even like if you kiss your wife in public and you're not married, like, you know, if you kiss a girlfriend in public, you're not married, they'll get you. You get fucked up for that shit, man. People have spent time in prison for having like sex on the beach or holding hands and shit. Like I know those are two extremes, sex on the beach and holding hands, but it's essentially like, you know, when you were 6, it was the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we held hands. Oh, we're gonna get pregnant.
No, that side of the world is pretty fucked up, man. And even if you go further east, like, you know, their take on like even like what we'd call like, you know, soft drugs or whatever, like having a spliff on a balcony in a hotel.
mate.
Oh, you get a year for that. A year for a spliff in Thailand, dude.
In
You heard the
Indonesia,
Philippine
mate,
guy?
you get. I think it's
Indonesia
like
is Indonesia.
it's
isn't it?
Indonesia. Yeah, there's like a school teacher had a joint that she bought from someone that worked at the hotel, who then shopped it to the cops.
Yeah, they do that shit.
And she, I think, between her and her mate, they're doing like 4 years for a single joint.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts.
Because
and it's
it's-
probably fucking merch.
Because
Like,
it's exactly. Like,
It's
like
not even like
bushweed,
high grade.
like really
yeah.
shit bushweed.
With
but it's-
cabbage leaves. Like,
Oregano. That's what
Yeah. Like they're selling Camden.
But it's like it's still classed as like a dangerous drug, like heroin. Like it's
So,
crazy.
yeah,
It's such
class
a
one,
contrast in like then you can compare that to like Denver, Colorado, like
where it's just legal.
it's
They
an
don't give a shit.
absolute free for all, man. It's like Wenzel and what was the Hansel and Gretel? Like everything is just like made of weed, man. You can just like pick a piece off a building.
I don't actually think that it's the way that
it's not
is.
like that.
But
No.
you wish. We all wish.
Who's that president at the moment? Is it
Obama?
No, not the
Oh,
American one.
the Philippine one.
Philippine president.
He's
You see
killed
that?
like how many people has he
Oh
killed
mate,
now?
he's comparing himself to Hitler.
Do you want to know? Do you want the funny thing about that guy? So the UFC were going to go to do a thing in the Philippines,
Yeah.
and they had to cancel it because he was like, I need to drug test all of the employees that come from the UFC to the Philippines. We need to drug test all of them. And I'm not talking like drug test the fighters, USADA, all of them. Everyone who came over. So it's like, and then UFC were like, well, okay, that's their way of it. They were like, we're going to cancel this because that's their way of saying, we understand a lot of our people do cocaine. So we're not gonna subject ourselves to that, because trying to find like fucking you know, a person in that industry, fight industry, who probably doesn't do drugs, is trying to find a needle in a needle stack. You know, it's not going to happen.
It would be brilliant if one of them got tested positive and they wanted to hold the whole lot of them. I'd like to make.
They
a
probably
film.
would do that shit though. They would do that shit.
I'd like to see a film like make it up like 40 fighters, the whole roster just fighting themselves out of the Philippines.
Yeah,
Like, you make a
that would be good. That'd be a good action film, huh? Like The Raid, but with UFC fighters.
Sick film.
John Jones hits another woman in a car,
Tom
like, coked
Jones.
up and just fights.
Tom
himself.
Jones, no, John Jones, dude.
Tom Jones in
Did you say
UFC, mate.
Tom
That'd be
Jones?
brilliant. That'd be brilliant.
Have you seen? You said? Did you just say you've seen The Raid?
Yes,
Yeah. What did you think?
incredible.
Yeah, I know the producer for that film.
Yeah, he's from Wales, isn't he?
Yeah.
No, that's the director. That's
Oh,
Gareth,
the producer.
Gareth Davis. Yeah, the producer of it. Yeah.
Sorry,
I
yes,
met
right.
him in LA. And when I say I know him, as in like I know him as a friend of a friend, and I met him a few times doing rounds out there. Nice guy.
Yeah, awesome.
I fucking. Did you see the second one?
Yeah, mate. I love
They're making a third one.
Oh, really? Oh, that's good news.
Yeah, my fucking pants were moist when I heard that. It's like, yeah. It's
Yeah,
happening.
they've done that really well. That film,
they
like the
loved it.
format and
And
the way
then
it's
Judge
laid
Dredd
out.
just stole the storyline.
Yeah, oh, mate, it's exactly the same.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same.
Do you know what
and
the
there's
thing
no
is?
good fight scenes.
Well, the thing is, it's like in fact, this is a fact. Judge Dredd was actually written. The storyline was actually written before that, before the raid was made, but it never went into production until after the raid was made. So it's like it's the same as kind of like beavers don't communicate, but they all build dams the same way. So do you get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like
What
great
an
minds
analogy.
think alike. Great minds think alike is what I'm saying.
Yeah, that is a good analogy.
Whoa, what we spilling here?
Getting a bit excited here.
Yeah, no, that's a good analogy, no?
Yeah,
it's
it's
the
a
same
great
way like why
analogy. No,
pyramids,
it's
why
exactly-
pyramids all around the world are built the same way.
Yeah, well, like bees all make honey.
What, by
and
slaves?
honeycomb
Dude,
nests.
it weren't slaves, dude. Don't get me into this. It's not slaves. It was fucking aliens.
No, the aliens had slaves as well. Alien slaves. Like, there
Oh,
must be
Stargate.
Yeah, there's like a,
Are we not the alien
class
slaves?
system, intergalactic class
Like
system.
Stargate.
Yeah.
They enslaved the humans to build the pyramids.
What a great film.
What?
Stargate.
Yeah, I love
Film's
that shit.
good. Series
Series-
is shit.
I've not
No,
seen the series.
whoa.
I've
Okay,
not
so we're
seen the
taking that
series, so
mic
I
away
can't-
from
I
you
can't
now, Daniel.
comment.
Thank you very much.
And Dan has left the
I'm
building.
just like it's too Channel 5 worthy. The Stargate, the
Sky
series.
One.
There's
Sky
not
One,
enough money
actually.
behind it.
Sky
Like,
One.
Hold on. Sean, go on.
Sky One, sir.
It was Sky One. You're right.
No, but it looks like it was made for Channel 5. That's what I'm saying. It's
It was
Channel
made-
5
but
worthy.
in fact, it was made for Sky One.
but it didn't
That's
look.
what our point is.
Yeah, no, but it's like okay. I'm saying, man, series back then.
Good shout there, Sean.
There was rarely any good ones. Like in terms of like, there was a lot. There was many. There's more.
Dude,
good,
you do know what the fuck you're talking
I
about.
do, man.
right
Look, there's
now.
more good ones now because of the money being pumped into them than there was
Trek
before.
Next
Obviously, there
Generation.
were good series. Like, I love the X Files.
That was great.
Dude, let me just to clarify something, so you and I are on the same level here. Stargate is the longest running sci-fi TV show ever.
So's EastEnders.
No, sci-fi.
EastEnders isn't sci-fi.
No, but EastEnders. No, but I mean, in terms of like something running
It
long,
runs.
it doesn't mean
It's
good.
it's run. It holds the record because the only one longer than it is Doctor Who, but Doctor Who's never been consecutive because it took a big huge gap. But Stargate holds the record for the longest consecutive running sci-fi TV series.
What are we talking?
pretty cool.
I remember being a kid. when-
SG1.
How long?
SU.
It's 20 years.
Yeah.
She won the TV with MacGyver.
20 years.
That's right. That's
Richard
where
Dean
he ended
Anderson,
up.
yeah.
We were talking about this the other day. We're trying to work out what happened to MacGyver. Where did he go?
Richard Dean Anderson. Yeah, he went to
Yeah.
Stargate, dude.
He went to Stargate.
There's
Of course.
Stargate Millions.
Yeah, for sure. I've met him. I met him at Comic Con.
Did he give you a
cool.
paperclip?
Sorry?
Did he give you a paperclip?
No, he gave me a handshake though.
Wicked.
Nice guy. Richard Dean Anderson. Yeah, dude, you're not allowed to talk for the rest
Oh,
of the podcast.
mate.
How fucking you say Stargate's not good?
No,
You're out
Stargate
of
the
your
film was
mind.
fantastic. Stargate the film was fantastic. Maybe the first season of the series, and then it just got shit.
Nah, dude. Nah, we're done talking. Me and you, we're done professionally.
Man, I'll tell you, we've got to get on there. Just kind of saying, you know, series have got a lot better recently. Obviously, because the money
Okay.
put into them.
Yeah,
Game
yeah.
of Thrones and Breaking Bad kind of set the fucking way for that. And now, like, have you seen The Expanse? Have you watched that?
No.
You would love that. That's like,
Dude, I watch Dragon Ball Z, so whatever the fuck it is you're talking to me about right now. Is it animated and people they go Super Saiyan?
Expanse is sci-fi. It's,
Okay.
Yeah, it's a really, really good sci-fi. Probably like the best budget series sci-fi I've seen in the world.
That's
Really
a fucking
storyline.
bold claim, sir.
Man, it is. Man, I was shocked by it.
Like Star Citizen, but a series.
Yeah, man. It's
The Expanse. I want to see Westworld.
Oh, it's good.
I heard that shit's fucking awesome.
So,
Yeah, I've not seen the movie that it was based on, but
It's so different to the movie.
oh, is it? Okay.
70s
Well, yeah, for sure.
Jurassic Park, dude.
Yeah,
Michael Crichton.
Sam Neill.
yeah. What's the guy's name again?
Sam Neill.
Curtis.
His name's not Curtis. His name's not Curtis.
What
The guy, the main bad guy in the old Westworld film. He was like.
Oh, I don't know.
I
Rutger Hauer?
No.
He's the bad guy in everything in the 70s and 80s.
I can't remember his name. I'd have to look it up.
Do you know what, man? Have you ever seen the film The Thing?
Yeah.
That film was made in the 70s. That film's fucking badass,
Have
man.
you seen the old thing? The old.
I'm talking about the original, yeah.
Yeah, no. Maybe, I mean, there's one older than that. The actual one with Kurt Russell is a remake of an older.
Yeah, I heard that. I've not seen the original, no.
Oh yeah, mate. It's so budget. I mean, it's
it
like the
budget?
blob. It's like that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just jelly.
Yeah.
just like mid set jelly pouring down the street. Oh, is the blob coming?
Have you guys seen the black and white Batman?
The Ting.
The black and white Batman.
Oh, right, yeah. So that's around the same time that George Reeves played the original Superman. I'm so sad that I know this. That's around that same time. It was like just right after radio publication, and then it went into TV, and then they did it for a little while, and then they released that shit out.
You rocked around with what was essentially a bin liner.
Yeah, I've seen that. Do you know what your mind blow? If you want your mind blown, watch Turkish Superman. Holy shit!
Turkish
The
Is it?
Swamp Thing.
Nah, Italian Spider-Man. Have you seen that?
No,
Italian Spider-Man is fucking incredible.
it's got nothing. I tell you what, you say that, right? Have you ever seen Japanese Spider-Man?
No.
Right, Japanese Spider-Man. It's like the Japanese did this. They went, we really like this concept about this character, and then they went, nah. This is a show about a guy who rocks around on walls in leotards. So let's just throw some giant robots into this shit and take it to the next level. Because that's what they did. So Peter Parker, he's like a geeky little guy, right? And then he's Spider-Man, yeah? In Japanese Spider-Man, he's a motocross rider / journalist who, when shit gets too real, calls on the spider robot, like Power Ranger style, and he jumps into this fucking spider robot shit, and he fucks shit up. It's amazing.
I bet it looks good, but it's not how I remember it at all. I wanted to.
Yeah, you remember Spider-Man, like that old, where his net was black and he had suction cups. That was the original fucking live action version of Spider-Man, right? And then it blew up when they did the Spider-Man TV series, the cartoon one.
Sick.
That was the best, yeah.
Yeah, live and kicking and SNTV.
Yeah, live and kicking, yeah. And then they mate, I was talking about Superman today, and people were like, who's the best Superman? I'm like, Dean Cain. Dean Cain. I like my slightly oriental. I like my Superman slightly oriental and Hawaiian, mate. That's
Animated Batman.
Yeah.
which one? Oh, the TV series, the cartoon one.
Fucking dark one.
Yeah. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
But that actually. That's one of the most famous incarnations of Batman was that TV series because it was so fucking good. Like you can see where the budget went, like where the money went into that.
Dark as fuck.
Yeah, it is. I remember watching one episode where some guy gets like they basically suffocate him with mud and like they turn him into clay putty man, whatever the fuck his name is. They pour this shit on his face and all you see is the silhouette of it and it looks like it's a mob hit. They're mob hitting him and this shit was shown on fucking Cartoon Network and shit, man.
Yeah, but it was on like 9 o'clock.
Yeah, it was on the border, yeah.
Borderline.
Yeah, but yeah, no, so yeah, Dean Cain, man, he was flying that fucking Superman flag in the 90s on Live and Kicking.
And Terry Hatcher.
And Terry Hatcher, yeah.
Oh shit.
You remember that?
God,
that thing, right?
She used to turn me on.
so many memories, but that's it.
Dude, you were about 8.
I was attracted to Terry Hatcher.
Yeah, that's good. That's all right. That's good. It's good that we know that from you were looking to smash from day dot.
I think you forgot about that Superman series.
Yeah, mate, that's the best fucking series.
Mate, I got so many flashbacks. I've watched it so many times.
Who is the boss of the Daily Planet?
Lex Luthor.
The guy from
Perry White.
From Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, Mighty Ducks 1. Yeah, he was the opposite coach. Yeah,
What's his name?
Perry White. I don't know his real name. I know Coach Bombay was the one in
Emilio Estevez.
yeah, Emilio Estevez. Yeah, man, I fucking love that movie.
The other Sheen.
Charlie Sheen.
The Other Sheen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen all the Mighty Ducks films?
Yeah.
This is like stop turning into a fucking normal podcast. We just talk about shit now. That's all right. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if one person's listening to this or nobody listens to it. Yeah, remember seeing Mighty Ducks? Yeah, for the flying V and all that shit. Yeah, man, love that shit.
The bully kids, the knuckle puck.
The knuckle puck time. Yeah, that was in the second one, right? Keenan from Keenan and Kel. Yeah.
Do you remember the rumour that went around school that he died?
Yeah.
That went around
That went around everywhere.
Before the internet.
Yeah.
Like, how did that happen?
Some guy probably said it and was like, "Yeah, he died."
Everyone believed it. Everyone
Is
believed
that how
it.
rumours happen?
Yeah.
Key died in a car crash.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. That's
You know they're not mates though, right? You know,
Yeah, tongue twister.
you know those dudes hate each other, right? For sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they don't get along. Well, what the fuck has Kel done? Nothing. He ain't done shit.
Fuck Kel.
Whereas Keenan, he's like the longest running comedian on Saturday Night Live. He holds the record now.
No.
Yeah, man.
Wow. That was huge, man.
Kel hooked on crack or something.
Yeah,
What?
he's probably sucking dick for rocks in an alley.
That's what I did.
Somewhere on fucking on like Hollywood Boulevard, just off it. It's like, you guys want some orange soda?
Maybe it's their master plan. Like they
Good burger.
Oh.
You guys, you guys, I'll suck your dick for a good burger.
Kel ain't shit.
Oh,
Yeah, fuck it, oh man, that's a good times. I started watching some old stuff. Remember, Are You Afraid of the Dark?
yeah,
That
but
used to shit me up.
yeah, Goosebumps as well.
Fuck Goosebumps. Goosebumps was for pussies.
Man, I remember the intro to Are You Afraid of the Dark was fucked up.
Yeah, it's fucked up. And they show that shit to kids, and you're
Yeah,
like, yeah, I'm
yeah.
happy with this. Yeah, no worries. Yeah.
I'm glad though. It was just
Fucking killer clowns and shit. And then now we got real people dressing up as clowns in the world.
Oh, that shit's awesome.
it's good though.
man.
Maybe they were just getting us ready.
I think you know what? I think that killer clown thing. I think that's like a mass like advertisement campaign
For it.
for the new film that's coming out.
Of
Yeah,
course it is. It's just PR, isn't it?
yeah. I think it's a big PR campaign coming out for that.
it
That film it's going to be good. Like I love the original with. You know what? I loved that
Tim
movie
Curry?
until I found out Tim Curry was a clown. I was like, you mean the?
Totally-
Are you
totally-
telling me the concierge for the Plaza
Home Alone
Hotel
2, yeah.
from Home Alone 2 is the clown? I don't care. I'm not scared anymore. But then he was also that big devil guy in Legend.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
The one with the
The
horns.
darkness, yeah.
Yeah, I remember watching that as a kid, and I wasn't sure whether to be freaked out or not. Like, it was one of those films, because then, like, a couple of weeks before that, I watched Poltergeist, and that freaked me the fuck out. And I watched Aliens around about that time as well, and that fucking freaked me the shit out.
Alien or Aliens?
Aliens.
Oh, the second one. How did that freak you out? That film was like an action fest, man.
Yeah. I was a kid.
There's a couple of fucked up bits.
I was a...
Game over, man. Game
Yeah, I think
over.
it was some of the best one-liners ever, man.
No, fuck. I can't remember. The film that freaked me out as a kid was probably Phantasm.
I don't think I've seen that.
It's an old fucking movie.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's an old movie. That fucking freaked me out a little bit.
Phantasm, yeah.
Halloween fucked me up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Halloween coming up now. It's this
Yeah.
weekend. Well, Monday, but yeah.
Candyman, I watched really young as well.
Do you know, I've never finished watching it.
Really? Oh, it's
Never,
not-
I've even to this day, a fucking 28-year-old man, a grown man, 2 kids. Well, one kid coming.
Bring yourself to
And I
finish
can't
it.
finish watching it. You know what it is? It's this subliminal thing where my mum was like, "Don't ever watch that film," and I can't finish watching it.
Candyman's fucked up.
Yeah, it's
I
fine.
watched that way too young.
Not
It's
seen
a,
it.
it's a ghetto horror story, isn't it? It's what it is. Dude, tell me I'm wrong, innit?
Yeah, it is.
He's like
It's
he lives in a public public toilet in the ghetto.
Yeah, because usually it's like a rich person, like, oh, my big house is, and it's got a poltergeist here. Oh my god, what am I gonna do?
Have you seen Eddie Murphy Delirious?
yeah.
When he talks about white people and the house, he's like, "Baby, we go to this house and it's like a nice hardwood floor and get out. Too bad we can't stay, baby. Let's go." But white people are like, "Yeah, just bring more over." And he's like, if I came in and they come home and the daughter's stuck in the TV set, and he's like, you know what? If I came home, I would tip the fuck out. I'd go over to the police station there, guys, just to let you know, I came home and my daughter's stuck in the TV set. So, I just come to tell you that, so you don't think when she don't turn up to school, they killed a bitch or nothing. So like, she's stuck in the TV set. There's nothing I can do. It's like, oh, well, Mr. Murphy, did you not try to help your daughter? Yeah, I tried to change the channel and shit. Nothing happened.
Have you seen The Conjuring 2?
Yeah, I just watched it the other day, actually. So I watched it in the morning when it first came out. I was at home because anybody who knows me, my friend Caesar Palace, he's a pirate and he lives on the internet and shows me films. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so I call him Caesar. Caesar Palace. Caesar Palace. Have you ever seen The Hangover?
Yeah.
You know when his wife calls him, she's like, "Where are you?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm here with Caesar Palace in the vineyard."
Caesar's
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So that's where that came from. But so yeah, I watched it HD and everything. I watched it at home, and my girlfriend was in York, and So I was watching it on my own, like 10 in the morning, because I'm a pussy. And there was bits in it, when she's in, when he's, so spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't seen it, when he's in the room, the woman's in the room and the painting of the nun is there.
That's exactly the bit I was just.
And I was going, I was like, I've got something in my eye. I was looking away, going, there's something in my eye. I can't look at the screen. That fucking film scared the shit. I watched it the other day with my girlfriend because she hadn't seen it, and man, that just so good. Such a good fucking horror film.
What, Conjuring 2?
Yeah,
done
dude.
well.
I didn't like The Nun. I
No?
didn't.
I want to know the backstory about that nun, dude.
No,
They're making a
apparently
spin-off.
she's
Yeah.
getting her own film. Yeah,
They're making a spin because they did it with the Annabelle doll, right?
Yeah,
From the
that's
first
right.
one.
Do you know the last film that properly scared the shit out of me? It was Insidious. Was fucked up. Like
Same director, you know that, right?
Yeah,
James
I know,
Wan, yeah?
but like it was
Yeah,
the
James
thing they
Wan,
had
yeah.
in there. It was that.
He's
Remember the first one, and he was like, there was that demon thing. In the
Do you know what? I liked it up until it got a bit Street Fighter-esque at the
Yeah,
end.
yeah. It was so
I was like, it got a bit cartoony, and I was like,
He looked like a really shit Darth Maul, didn't he?
Yeah, and I was kind of like, the bit that got me obviously was when like she's telling the story about the dream, and then it cuts to the guy's Patrick Wilson's face, and it's like, and he's behind him and shit. I was like, oh wow, that caught me off. There's a bit in that film. When that song, The Tulips in the Window.
Yeah.
Tulips in the window. That fucking horrible song.
Yeah.
So when she's in the second house, right,
Yeah.
and she's walking through the house, and the camera follows her. Did you see the little boy standing in
Yeah,
the corner?
yeah. I spotted that. I spotted it the second time.
The
Second
nobody
time I
addresses
watched
that.
it, I saw that.
Anybody I've watched it with, I've gone like, did you see it? And they go,
Yeah.
no. And I'm like,
Yeah,
it
I
takes
saw
a
that.
few viewings, but when you see
He's
it,
there
you're
on
like,
the left.
yeah, and you're
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like, he's just standing there up against the wall. She doesn't notice it. And the whole time you're like, no one's going to talk about that? No one's ever mentioned it. But yeah, that film's fucking good, man. It's good. It's really weird, like when, as human beings, that we need that fucking adrenaline scare to...
Yeah. Have you seen the new Black Mirror recently? Black Mirror's episode on Netflix.
No, dude. I know what it is. I've never watched it.
Oh
No, man.
my god, dude.
Is it a horror show?
No, mate, it's that.
Nah,
It's psychological.
It's dystopic. Like, so, it's like an exaggeration of the current world we live in. I'd say where like technology and ourselves trying to live in harmony just doesn't quite work out.
Right, okay.
Whereas we hope.
Yeah, it always shocks you. There's always a twist, but it's always
Don't ruin it for me. Don't ruin it for me.
No,
Is it sequential? Is it like
No.
is it anthology wise? So it's different story every episode.
different. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check it out. I've seen it on Netflix.
It's
Whatever.
great. It's
love
really
it.
good.
Have you ever had those glitch in the Matrix issues
In terms of
in real life?
In real life, yeah, all the time, man.
well, like deja vu and stuff like that.
Well, is
I
it
get
a
mad deja
glitch
vu.
in the Matrix? Not just deja vu, but just something that goes wrong. So I listen to like loads of different podcasts. That's kind of like helps me kind of build my own one. Joe Rogan, Joe Diaz, Fighter and the Kid. But some of I listen to are like just stories, and I watch a lot on YouTube and stuff. One of them was a really strange one where this guy basically said like he was at home, he went to work, and he's at work, and he gets a missed call from a telephone number, and the number keeps calling him. So he's like, "The fuck is this number calling me?" So he calls it back, and it's his voice, and his voice is saying, "What the fuck are you doing here right now?" And then like, so he calls then he calls his wife, and the guy himself answers his own phone, like answers his wife's phone, and he's really freaked out. So then he runs back home, and his wife's asleep. She's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And he's like, "How fucking strange is that?" It's just these weird glitches that happen in life, like, that shouldn't have happened. Some people say that they've lost like 2 hours of their life and they don't know where it goes. And they'd be driving around. And it kind of reminds me of that film, Dark City.
I haven't seen Dark City.
Dark City is fucking awesome, dude. It's a great horror film. It's not, it's a sci-fi film. But it's like, basically, like the city changes throughout the night. And people are living different lives every day, and it's being controlled by somebody else, by the aliens, basically. And like one dude figures it out, so he's like, "Oh wait, hold on, why are things different? Why is the city moving?" And it changes, and everything moves around him, and it's kind of like living this weird, like made up world. And is everything you're seeing around you really real and shit like that? But I've seen things where I've gone, wow, that wasn't. I swear, that deja vu. You just have it so strong, and you're like, fuck, dude, I've lived this. This has happened to me already. Like I've done this.
It happens to me so much, and I put a lot of it down to just traveling. So like my sense of time is always just gone, or like not quite right. But then there's been quite a few instances where I've just been like, hang on a sec, like this has just happened, or this happened the other day, and it's so vivid in my mind. Like I'm thinking about it as if it was like a really clear memory,
Yeah.
even though it's just happened, or it's happening like as it's happening. That's the thing. That's the weird thing. It's like it's almost like I'm kind of stepped outside of myself watching it.
Yeah,
if that
watching
makes
it
sense.
happen.
Yeah,
it's
so
the
weird.
weirdest thing, man. Like I've not researched it or anything, but it's been a thing that people like have commented a lot throughout the world. They've just gone, this has happened and it doesn't make sense, like how this has happened or why. Like one guy, this is a really weird one. He said that he was driving back to his old town, like he was coming out from out of town. He was going back home to his town. And as he was driving, there was a guy whose car had broken down, and he was an older guy. So he said, okay, cool, no worries. And then he said to the guy, like, oh, do you want a lift? And he was an older gentleman with like a crane, with a cane. He's like, do you want a lift? And the guy said, yeah, sure. Okay, great. I really appreciate it. And the whole journey was quite quiet with this guy. Didn't really talk much. And then they get to the destination. He's like, okay. And then the guy starts giving him directions. And he's going, okay. And then he starts going, oh, right. Yeah, it's left here. And he's like, the guy driving's going, I recognize this road. He's like, dude, I used to live here. He's like, what? And it's like, yeah, I used to live. And he goes, what apartment do you live in? And he's like, 3C. And he's like, I used to live in that apartment. And he goes, yeah. And he just, the guy telling the story goes, the old man looked at me, just smiled, grinned and went, yeah. And got out the car and walked into the flat. It's like, how fucking weird is that? Like,
That's
so
well weird.
strange.
Hair in
Space and time or some
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
whatever.
That stuff blows my mind.
Have you seen that film Midnight Special?
No.
It's about this kid that's got special powers, and his parents are normal, but like the village he was born in, quite a small village, and they kind of built a cult around him.
Right.
Even though like the kid's just doing his thing, predicts all these like numbers, which turn out to be coordinates. But anyway,
Kind of like that film Knowing.
sort of, yeah. But long story short, he's on the run from the government because they think he's basically all the coordinates are like government sensitive information.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and they're like, how the fuck has this kid got all this information? But anyway, like he is a being from a different dimension that kind of sits on top of our dimension. So he kind of exists within the same plane, but just
Is this all Kirsten Dunst that?
yeah, it is.
No, I've seen that.
Yeah, you have seen it. Yeah.
There's some people that believe in that shit. Have you seen Stranger Things?
Yeah.
It's with the was it the Upside Down?
Yeah.
Upside Down world.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome, man. Stranger Things is awesome.
It's really well made.
You know who Childish Gambino is?
No.
Donald Glover, the rapper. Have you seen Community?
I've seen a little bit of Community, but you
Okay,
can't show me a picture.
the
of
black
it, so-
guy in Community, basically.
okay.
Donald Glover. He's also a rapper called Childish Gambino.
Oh yeah, I've heard
And,
of that. Childish Gambino.
Yeah, and someone mixed one of his songs with the intro of Stranger Things.
Oh, is it good?
It's fucking good. I can't play it to you now because one, we're using my phone to do this, and two, they'll kick me off YouTube, but because of copyright. But someone did it. It's fucking good.
Have you heard? So the guys that did the theme tune.
By the way, just off the don't forget that point. But you shared something amazing the other day.
are you gonna
Cybrid Theory. Oh my god, dude! I listened to it the whole way through, and I was
It's
like,
great, isn't it?
it's so good. For anybody who hasn't heard it, it's Hybrid Theory, the album by Linkin Park, their first album, and the Gangnam Style song by Psy, whatever his fucking name
Psy,
is.
it's
Is it
just
just
Psy.
Psy?
Yeah.
Right, and so it's Cybrid Theory, and it's just that same song, but changed to the tempo of each of the 12 songs on that album. Have you not heard this?
Yeah, I heard the whole thing
Oh, it's
last night. He
Fucking
played the whole
amazing,
thing
dude.
last night.
It's
It's
so
great,
good.
innit?
It is funny,
You were-
man.
yeah,
Just
you were cracking up.
some of them were just
Some
when
of
they
them
cut
are
in.
bad, but some of them are
whoop,
awesome.
whoop.
Yeah.
Go on, you were going to say, yeah, have we heard...
Can't remember.
we were
what
talking about
song
Childish Gambino, and he did a cover... someone mixed a cover from Stranger Things.
that was. Okay, yeah. So the two guys that did the theme tune for Stranger Things are in a band called Survive,
Right, okay.
and they've got loads of stuff around, but there's a track in particular called Floating Cube, which
Right, okay.
yeah, if you guys want to check it out, it's awesome, really good.
I think you might play it as well.
Play
sure,
it to me after this.
Yeah,
Almost
would
done.
yeah, no, it's a really good song.
Fuck, I can't remember what they're called now, but someone released the Stranger Things mixtape. It was DJ Yoda, I think it might have been.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
Yeah, on SoundCloud. That was fucking awesome, man. That was really, really good. And he had loads of different parts on there. Like he took like the original John Carpenter theme tune and whacked it on the playlist, like from Escape from New York. Which is like, yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's another fucking good film. Escape from New York. Kurt Russell.
Yeah, it's better than
Snake
Escape from
Plissken.
LA. It's better than
Snake Plissken, man.
definitely better than Escape from LA.
So I'd rather watch him surf on a fake.
a truck.
Yeah, surf on that than watching fucking Pierce Brosnan surf on a plane door in fucking Die Another Day.
Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad.
Pierce
See, no, I've got to
Brosnan,
give it to Pierce
like-
Brosnan. GoldenEye's, in my opinion, is one of the best Bonds ever.
Yeah, I'll give
It's
you
the
that.
best franchise. It had the best thing behind
Pierce
it.
Brosnan was the best Bond. No,
Actually,
I'll take that back. Pierce Brosnan was the Bond I grew up with.
Yeah.
So that's why
So,
for me he's
yeah.
my favorite Bond.
I was going to say, he's
but,
like, if your dad was James Bond,
GoldenEye
that's
64
what
as well.
Pierce
mate.
Brosnan is. That's
Yeah.
the way I've always looked at it.
But some people really like Daniel Craig. I think he's a fucking douchebag. I fucking hate that dude. I hate him as Bond.
Really?
Yeah,
think
I
he's
prefer. I do. My favorite Bond, I think, for me was always Pierce Brosnan, but
Not Roger
I was
Moore.
just really surprised. No, fuck Roger Moore.
What, Timothy Dalton.
Huh?
Timothy Dalton.
No.
Mate, Roger Moore is so shit. If you
No.
ever sat down and watched an episode of The Saint, you would never
Yeah.
have any.
Oh, that's
respect for
basically
Roger Moore.
James Bond. Isn't
Oh,
No,
mate, he's
I
so
prefer. I prefer Connery.
it? Yeah. Sean Connery's a bad
Yeah,
man.
Connery's good.
Connery's a badass in real life though. That's why.
Just The Rock. He is that guy from The Rock 24/7. Imagine.
Yeah.
Imagine if he was.
I reckon he is.
What a film.
So, did you know The Rock was originally a Civil War fort? Well, that's great and all, and maybe afterwards we can go to the souvenir store together. But right now, I want to find some rockets. I fucking love that film. And he's like, goes, try not to get us all fucking blown up. He goes, I'll do my best. He goes, you're bashed. Losers always whine about their best. Winners go home and fuck the prom queen. And he's like, Carla was the prom queen.
Mate, that's like one of the most complete action films ever. I love it. I love
You know
it.
what? You're kind of right there. You're
It
kind of
is
right, but
everything.
I think the
It's
film that
everything.
takes top spot for that is T2.
T2, for me, it does.
Oh,
I thought you were about to fucking go, nah, man. I was gonna kick you in the face.
mate, I like see this man. I respect most things that James Cameron is an absolute legend. He's made some of my most favorite films. Like the Aliens franchise is one of my most favorite franchises, and the Terminator franchise, especially 1 and 2, they're the fucking best, man.
One's good, 2 kicks the shit out of it.
Two's incredible. Just the
fucking-
storyline, the characters.
Dude, you can release that film now
Yeah,
with
and
the
it'll still
graphics it
stand the
had,
test
and
of
it's
time.
like, yeah, it's
of
amazing.
course.
Did you cry the most for a robot when Arnie died?
When he's like
Yeah.
the thumbs up in the lava.
Dun,
That's the
dun,
first time
dun,
I cried
dun.
in a film.
Yeah, do you have like
Dun,
robot
dun,
crying
dun.
levels? Like, so Arnie would be at the top. You might get like Johnny Five from Short Circuit.
Fuck Johnny Five, man.
He got battered, man. That was well sad.
Nah, allow.
Johnny Five.
Negatory, sir. Negatory.
Johnny Five versus.
Can you imagine if Johnny Five was after Sarah Connor?
Yeah, right. Come on.
No, I'm gonna go with I think T2, and then I'm gonna follow that up with not robot dying, but just sadness in general. Was Mufasa.
Ooh, yeah.
When Mufasa got ghosted like Swayze.
Ghosted like
Swayze.
That was not good,
Jesus.
mate.
He got,
That was
he
not
got
good.
taken, man.
He got taken, bro.
got took.
Them buffaloes fucked his shit up.
Took him, man.
Yeah,
Snatched.
Lion King's sad. Lion King's really sad. I love that film.
Yeah, it's a rip-off
Of
of a Japanese film.
what? Lion King.
Yeah.
Tiger King.
Sean's
Tiger
just thrown
King.
himself in. He hasn't got a mic, so he shouts out Tiger King. Speaking of tigers, have you seen the new Jungle Book?
Yeah.
Yes. watched
Fucking
it with
hell.
Shere Khan,
dude.
man. Idris Elba.
Yeah, dude, that fucking tiger got me twice in that film. Scared the fuck out of me. I was like, shit, my asshole puckered up.
Yeah.
It's good. It's a fucking good. A lot of people hated that kid, and we walked out of the cinema, me and my girlfriend, and we're like, "Oh, that kid really annoyed me, man. That fucking little Indian kid."
With the American
and then,
accent.
huh?
The Indian kid with the American accent.
Yeah, but then I turned around and went, actually, to be fair, he did pretty much carry that entire film on his own.
You done well.
Like,
Yeah.
all he did was he just stood in front of a blue screen.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
for however long, he did that all on his own. So it's kind of like
The interaction.
yeah,
is
he was
fine. Yeah, exactly.
interacting with like tennis balls because they were
Yeah,
like holding
they
the
do.
tennis ball up, and they're like,
Look at that,
Some
yeah.
producer was talking in the background, going, "Okay, you want the honey?" And he's like, "Oh my god, you want the honey?" Like,
Yeah.
so Fucking the little kid is he did all right, I guess. You know, it's not Harry Potter. But...
Yeah, he beat.
That's why it's a hit and miss with child actors, isn't it, and how good they're going to be. Like Harry Potter, the first few of them, they're like, people are like, oh, they're so good. I'm like, no, that's some of the worst acting I've ever seen. It's disgraceful. But then you see like Stranger Things, and I'm like, man, that's how you act as a kid.
Yeah,
like,
just
it's
basically just watch any film that has ever been made off a Stephen King book,
Yeah.
and then you know it's good. Stand By Me. Like,
Yeah.
you want to watch child actors be awesome? Watch Stand By Me. Watch
Yeah.
it. You
Yeah.
know, those films are awesome.
Yeah. Has anyone seen Flight of the Navigator?
Yeah, yeah, I love
I
that
used to
film.
Fucking love.
That's a
that film.
badass movie,
That's
man.
a wicked film. You seen
Last Starfighter, all those fucking films
Yeah.
in the 80s, man. They made some great fucking
That's the
movies.
thing about Stranger. It was a nostalgia fest, wasn't it? Stranger Things.
Well,
But
yeah,
it's done
it's
it
like-
really
It's
well.
like Goonies, E.T.
But dark. They went dark with it as well. Like, because E.T. Like, imagine E.T. wasn't nice and just.
Do you reckon? What was the fucking actress's name in that?
The girl, the little girl.
No, no, Millie Bobby Brown. I met her. She's cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
Comic Con,
jokes.
dude.
Ah, jokes.
No, I had to tell people in the crowd because obviously I work there. Like I volunteered to work there because I can't get tickets because they sell out so quick. So I just volunteer as staff, and I had to tell people because I was in the photo booth area with her, and we had to tell the huge lines like, "There's no touching because you know she's 11, so like no hugging. You can pose next to her, but don't touch her." Like a lot of people didn't quite get that. Because you know when they with like the famous people, you put her arm around.
She's 11.
Well, yeah, she's probably older than that. But yeah, she's about 11, 12 years old. Like, she's not really old. She might be older than that. Maybe 14.
She's got to
but-
be older than that, surely.
I don't think so, dude.
I thought she was
I don't
like
think so.
14.
What? Because she's a competent actor.
No, what are they?
Look at Drew
what,
Barrymore.
no,
How
what-
old was she in E.T.? Like,
What are they in the film? They're like 12.
yeah. So she's probably about
like
12.
She's probably. I thought she might be 15. Yeah.
No, she's not 15.
No?
She's underage, dude.
Really?
She's like real underage. Yeah,
Oh,
she's
shit.
she's about 13 years old. The kid.
Damn.
But
She's a good actress.
yeah,
Yeah, really good actress then in that case, because I would have put her for like 15.
I was well impressed with that. It was just realistic. The kids were just like kids. Like it was just like when it just helps the film when you can.
That made me want to
play.
play Dungeons and Dragons, man.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
man,
lie to you.
yeah.
I was like, dude, do you know what I want to do? Smoke a bowl and get some fucking Dungeons and Dragons on. But then I'd need somebody who knows the rules
I can't remember.
because I couldn't fucking. They were like, what was it? So in an episode of Community, they play it. They play Dungeons and Dragons, and it's like one of the dude goes, "Oh, I've taken your sword," and then like, "Okay, what's your next move?" And it's like, "I rub my dick on the sword." They roll the dice. He rubs his dick on the sword. Yeah, he did it. So like, yeah, I don't know, but I've always wanted to play it, but I just don't have the patience for that shit, man. I think I have that ADD shit where I'm like, I've never been diagnosed with it, but my interest in something will fade very quickly if there is no stimulant there.
Yeah.
And if you asking me to read and sit there with my friends and not do some stupid shit, like, no, you have to follow the rules. No, I want to rub my dick on the sword. Fuck it. Like, I want to rape the elf queen. Let me rape the elf queen. You can't do that. Can't do that in this game. Yeah, I give a fuck. I'm doing it. My rules. Roll the dice, bitch. Rolled it. So 7. Let's do this. Nobody would let me do that shit. But I don't know. I wish I could maybe have the patience for that sort of stuff. I just about get through video games, man. I struggle to commit myself to my girlfriend. I love you, baby, by the way. But I struggle to commit myself to life, so I'm not going to do it to a video game. Like, that's a game for me. Like, when I buy computer games, it has to be a very short affair. Like, I will not play it if it's very long. Which is what I'm really scared of when new Final Fantasy comes out, because that comes out in November, and my life is going to be over.
Well, I haven't completed a Final Fantasy games probably since 7, like when I was young.
It's the only one worth completing. Let's be honest.
Yeah, and that was like 4 discs back then. Was it
Yeah.
3 or 4 discs?
Imagine that shit. Yeah, no, it was 5.
5 discs.
5
yeah,
discs.
Yeah,
Discs.
Oh, yeah, man. It was like I'd never seen anything like it in my life. Like it was like, oh god, and it was such a big game, and for such a like PS1. Like I was like, I love that game. Yeah, they're remaking it as well.
Yeah, I heard of that. Yeah, I'm going to buy that too.
Yeah.
And my life's going to be over then as well. My girlfriend hates it now. Like, even so, she'll come home and because I finish work at like 3 in the afternoon, so she'll get in from like 6, and I'm fucking saving the world, doing what I need to do, playing video games. She's like, "Could you just fucking turn this thing off, please?" I'm like, "Bitch, have you played Doom? You can't just turn this shit off. Look at it. It's amazing."
Street Fighter 2, man. That was.
So your brother was around my house, Quentin Lucion.
Oh, yeah.
We did a podcast with him, and he came around mine, and we played some Street Fighter 5.
Who won?
Street Fighter 5.
Yeah, I got it on the PS4.
No way.
Yeah, dude. You never played it?
No, I'm not playing
Oh,
it.
dude,
No.
it's awesome.
4 is the last one I got to.
Yeah, Street Fighter 5 is good stuff, man.
Quinn's pretty good at Street Fighter.
Yeah, I don't have 2 controllers because no one's going to play with me at my house, so I'm all on my own. My girlfriend wants one, but she wants a pink one. I was like, I'm not dropping £40 on a pink controller, thank you. It's not happening. But yeah, no, so he played on his own, but he really liked it. It was good.
Awesome, man.
You got PS4 here?
Yeah, it's my one over there.
It's yours?
Yeah.
What are you playing on it?
12. No, actually, not a lot at the minute.
Sean's
Sean's
been
been playing it. I got a new PC recently. So
Yeah,
I've
Sean
been-
was playing The Witcher, right?
He's sucked into
Yeah.
Witcher, man. Or was he playing it before?
Yeah, I came in. He was. I could see the guy's face.
Yeah, I jumped over the PC, man. I still go on there for
You've lost
FIFA and
Sean to The
stuff.
Witcher.
Like anything I'm playing online with people that I know, but like just FIFA, like anything that you can, like obviously for the 2 controllers. Well, yeah, but I got loads of games on there.
So
but-
there's a rumor I heard about the unwritten FIFA rules, where if you beat somebody, I think it's 5-0 in a match, they have to write you an apology letter
I saw
or
that.
something like that. And if you beat them 10-0, they have to call your mum and apologize for wasting their son's time and shit.
I did see a meme float up about that.
Yeah, it's something like that.
Something really fucked up just happened to me while I was out in the kitchen.
What happened?
So I was like, all right, I got 3 or 4 minutes before my food's ready, right? So I thought, all right, I had a cigarette that was on the table. I thought I'll go and smoke it out the front for a minute. So I did, and while I was out there, I needed a piss. So I thought, I'll just go in the front bit. And I looked to my left, and the old 60-year-old neighbour next door was just standing there, watching me.
Dude, I fucking pissed on a drug dealer's door the other day, man.
Oh, Sean.
Are you kidding me?
So now that relationship is up in arms.
Wait, did she see you pissing then?
Hell yeah.
Oh wait, I thought you were just about to piss and she
No,
caught.
no, I finished.
You just whipped your dick out and
I
just...
finished, and I looked to my left, and they were just standing there,
Oh,
rubbing their hands
Sean.
together like it was cold.
So just off the back of that, I was in Camden the other day, last week on Saturday, and not last week, the weekend before. I was in Camden with my girlfriend, and I parked up. Do you know where the Barfly is? You know, on the corner there. Like
That's gone now, I've heard.
yeah,
it's a
they've changed it
restaurant,
to a
isn't
chip
it?
shop.
Chip shop?
Chip place,
What?
yeah,
What?
like a chip restaurant.
No.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
chip restaurant.
Yeah,
What would you like? Oh, we've only got chips, so
deal with it.
Single, double, or triple cook.
So
That's it.
it's so down that road you've got estate blocks on either side, back and right on either side. So I parked there because it's free parking. So I threw the car around there, went in, did some shopping, came back, had some dinner and all that. And I was like, man, I really need to piss. I was like, babe, I'm gonna fuck it. My teeth were grinding. I was like, oh, I'm gonna fucking shit my pants. I'm gonna piss my pants, sorry. So I fucking ran around the corner. I didn't even look. I wasn't even paying attention. I just whipped my dick out, pissed, and ran back to the car.
one of those pisses here. We've all done them.
It was one of those where I'm like, you know, when you basically you have a pee-gasm, you're like, oh, yeah, you feel dizzy afterwards. And so I was like, oh shit. And as I fucking just about to get in my car, this chick rolls out with her boyfriend and a dog, and it stunk of weed like real bad. So I'm assuming they were drug dealers or just drug takers. I don't know, but they were like, "The fuck you pissing on my door?" I just reversed out that motherfucker and drove straight off. But I was like, "This shit's about to pop off, man." But yeah, I basically pissed on a drug dealer's door. Like I think it was on their door. I didn't even fucking bother. I was so like, I'm about to piss like a child pisses his pants. That's about to happen to me right now. So I need to relieve. And fuck them, drug dealers don't give a shit.
When you gotta go, you gotta go.
You gotta go. You gotta go.
I was with my brother, and we were on a train back from working in London with a friend of ours, and the train, it was a Met line, got stuck somewhere coming up to Harrow for ages, like 45 minutes, didn't move. I'm like, fuck, man, like we'd just been we went out for a few drinks after work, didn't really go for a piss, kind of like it's been building up. Like, all three of us kind of, I don't know, we were kind of contagious. Like the need to go for a piss was getting urgent, and we were like, shit. Finally rolled into Harrow, like we all ran up them stairs, like ran through the turnstiles, like straight into the toilet. All three of us, like piss, like, and then like we didn't realise that as we ran through, there were cops all around the gates with dogs. Right? So it wasn't until we came out, and they'd obviously seen us run through, and think, oh, what are they like flushing down the toilet? So like,
Oh mate.
I was the last one out. I came out and I saw my brother being patted down, saw Matt getting like searched and like the dogs and all that. But because of where, you know, well, my house, whatever, my clothes just had the stench on it. So the dog just kind of sat itself next to me, and I'm like, hang on a sec. Like I just went for a piss, and like now this is happening. Like what's going on?
I've been got by the dogs so many times.
I've never had that shit.
No, not
So
that.
many times.
What happens when you get by the dogs? What happens then?
They come up to you. They get it from quite far away as well, man.
Well, they're fucking dogs, dude. You know.
Yeah, but it's amazing. They just come up to you straight away, sniff up, and then
Then they
just
search you.
And then the idiots who search people are just the worst people ever, man. Think that they can handle you about. And I didn't even have any weed on me. I thought it was great because it must have been from the night before or something. So I'm just standing there like, yep, do what you want, man. Trying to chat up the female officer that was trying to frisk me down.
a female officer.
Oh yeah,
I'm always down to chat to a female, especially when they're hot. It's like, oh man, you want to cuff me?
It's happened 3 times. Man.
That's it,
Wilston
yeah.
Junction, they always have the dogs there.
Yeah. Fuck Willesden though. Fuck Harlesden. Fuck NW10.
Yeah.
Fuck all of that
Yeah.
area.
So like we got out of there,
Yeah, go on. Sorry.
and like none of us had anything on us. Like, you know, a good 30 minutes of just hanging around. Go out there, and like my mate was like, well, it could be worse. Like, you know, we could have been stopped for looking like terrorists or something.
You
Like,
are brown.
Just as a joke. No. So he said this as a passing joke, right? And the next morning, because the three of us work in the same place, so we all got the same journey to and from work. But we don't go with Matt. He makes his own way. But sometimes we always come home together. We got to King's Cross, and we're doing the change from one line to the other, and me and my brother got pulled. This is just around the time of the 7/7 bombings.
No way, dude.
Yeah, so me and my brother both got pulled. Literally, this is the next day after the dog thing. Got pulled at King's Cross, and as we're getting like searched and stuff, Matt happens to walk past and sees us getting patted down. Literally, just starts creasing up, bent in half, just like. And the police officer was like, "Do you know this dude?" I was like, "Yeah, he works with us." I was like, "Why is he laughing?" It's like, "Oh, it's a long story, man." Like,
Would have told him, yeah.
Can we go?
He said that it's like it's a really long story, but basically we're not terrorists, so just let us go.
Yeah, but yeah.
Just bomb them all, man. Fuck them.
Fucking.
Have you seen that film 3 Lines? 4 Lines?
I haven't seen it.
4
No.
Lines, 3 Lines.
Yeah.
When they accidentally killed
Yeah.
fucking Bin Laden. That was
Did you?
fucking good shit. Yeah. I do like a good like war film, terrorist film, shit like that, like with terrorist plot films.
Have you seen
Bastille Day is a new one that just came out with Idris Elba.
Ooh,
is it?
that was good. That I want to see
It's
that.
fucking good, man.
You know what? No one's
I
done.
just
No
like
one's done a
Idris
really
Elba.
good Guy Fawkes film.
They should do one, but the thing is that we all know the ending, so
Yeah, and it's not a very good one either.
yeah, it's like, well, unless they go Passion of the Christ on it, and they're like, well, basically, we're not going to show the Guy Fawkes plot. We're just going to go show Guy Fawkes get hung, drawn, and
Get
quartered.
fucked. Yeah.
Because that's what that film is. I'm not going to fucking like Passion of the Christ is like, oh yeah,
the
I
section
really
of
like
Jesus Christ,
and
yeah.
now they're just like, let's kick the fuck out of Jesus and
Cut him
it's
into pieces and sell him at
Kai
Tesco's.
die King of the Jews, and they just fuck him up, man. Because they just like that film's graphic. I can watch gory films, but I put that on and was like, I'm turning this off. It's unnecessary. It's
I'd
unnecessary
like to
violence.
be inside the mind of Mel Gibson for a day, just to see what's there.
Mel Gibson's a G though. That new film Hacksaw Ridge apparently is the bollocks. It's really good. His new film
I haven't heard of it.
with Andrew Garfield.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
I
Yeah.
had a bus driver called Mel Gibson once.
That's brilliant.
Yo, what?
I had a bus driver called Mel Gibson.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
Were you driving through a desert? Was he wearing a leather coat?
His name was Max. No, he was.
Is he racist?
Where was the gig? I think it was in France.
Okay.
So he's an English bus driver, but we were doing a gig in France, and he just happened to be our bus driver for the night.
Mel
And his
Gibson.
name was Mel Gibson.
I used to work with a guy called Michael Schumacher.
That was it.
He was a little Scouse electrician called Michael Schumacher.
Michael.
Mate, he said he used to get pulled over by the
I
cops.
was Irish.
Yeah, I've seen his driving license and everything. I was like, you're kidding me. And I was like, mate, what happens when you get pulled over by the cops? And he goes, they do not believe me. He goes, like, they're calling people up on the radio. You go, you won't believe I've just pulled over. Like, do you know what I mean?
Well, put it this way, right? Like, imagine, right, if your name was Tom Cruise, right, and then you wanted to make a reservation at a table in a restaurant in London.
Oh, you're fucked.
No, you're laughing. No, you'd get the table straight away. Yeah, hi, I want to make a reservation. Yeah, sorry, we're all booked up. Okay, well, I don't know, maybe we have some space. Who's it for? It's for Tom Cruise. Yeah, we got space. And then you turn up, it's like the janitor, Tom Cruise.
The janitor. That's the kind of thing you'd do, though.
Tom Cruise, the custodian. Like, he's like, yeah, where's Tom Cruise? Like, my name's Tom Cruise. Here's my ID.
With a Z.
Yeah.
CRUZ.
Hispanic Cruise.
Portuguese.
Thomas.
Oh man, what are we taking piss out of? The Spanish, the Portuguese, and the Chinks. Jesus Christ.
Chinglish. I can't get over that, man.
What?
Chinglish.
Chinglish.
I've never heard that
never
term
heard
before.
that
That's
either.
incredible.
Dude, I come out with loads of terms. I'm original and shit. Ghost like Swayze. That a lot of
that's
people.
good.
They hear that and they go, it takes a second, and they go, oh shit, you're a
Ghost like
cunt.
Swayze.
It's like, because.
I'm surprised that hasn't been remade.
What, Ghost?
Yeah.
What's the point?
You can't do that shit.
Yeah, because some
What are they
people
going
do
to do?
it.
Put better graphics in it?
Get off my tree.
It's like,
update the actors.
what would you do with if you tried to remake Roadhouse? You can't. Roadhouse is a classic.
I just think you just don't touch some films.
Yeah,
Just leave them
leave
be.
it- leave it the way it is,
them
man.
be.
Like Ghostbusters.
Oh.
Haven't seen it. Is it any good?
I haven't seen
Can't bring myself
I heard
to...
it was dog shit.
Yeah, I haven't seen it
I've
yet.
heard mixed reports.
I've seen
Absolute dog shit. Great.
Okay. See, mixed reports. I want to watch it. I'll make up my own mind.
mixed reports.
But hey, you know what I've just noticed, by the way? Speaking of weird, fucked up stuff, on your mantelpiece for your fireplace, there is a dildo, and also the mask from Eyes Wide Shut.
Oh, Venetian fuck
Yeah,
mask.
Venetian mask, yeah.
What's that about?
Okay, so the dick...
Toilet roll holder.
Yeah, that's a toilet roll holder. That someone, I don't know who bought it
Who
here.
brought that here?
I think it might
I
have been
came
Steve-
from
do you know-
America
do you know
and it
Stephen
was just
Locke?
here.
That's not, dude. I'm just
You.
gonna tell you now. Does that suction cup?
No.
That's because I was gonna say that's not a toilet hole roller. I've seen that in porn. You know
Yeah,
when
it's a toilet
you know.
roll.
Oh, okay, you know when some girls like
Yeah, stick it on.
Gianna
Yeah.
Michaels and she gets in that shit. Yeah, look at Tori's like, I know who that bitch is.
The Venetian mask is my brother bought that for me when he went to Venice.
I
He
see.
just brought it back as a souvenir. And yeah.
And the Japanese symbol for dragon.
And there's an umbrella, and then there's a boom, and a couple of CDs.
I was
and
watching.
Where's the Quentin picture? Is that
Oh,
on there?
that's in there.
I was watching some porn the other day, and speaking of sex stuff, and I was thinking, man, I'm fucked up. This is the shit that I watch. I'm just saying, I've jacked off to shit you've not even thought of yet, mate. I'm looking at you, Daniel.
Oh, Jesus.
Tori knows. Tori knows Wagwan. He's like, yeah, I know.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, of course you don't.
You're a filth bag.
What are you talking about?
Do you know what you done once when we were in the old house in Rayners Lane? I haven't actually told you about this.
Oh, God.
I told you. I think I told
Breaking news.
No, I told Dave. I told Dave a while ago, and then I was meant to tell you, and I completely forgot. He left it. You know the booms here. You see them, the little wireless,
the
the wireless speakers.
yeah.
So obviously it's on Bluetooth, isn't it? So this guy here, obviously had his music on in the kitchen. We were we were having a smoke in the kitchen, and he was like, "I'm just going to the room for a bit." Obviously took his laptop with him.
No.
Did not turn the Bluetooth off.
Oh shit.
Mate,
And you waited until this point.
just like in the
Tell
kitchen.
me.
Who did that?
Him, man. Tori did, man. Like, it's fucking literally, mate. I was like, where's that coming from? I was checking my phone.
So-
I was like,
so-
did I leave something on or something like that? And then I realised, wait a minute, Tori's connected to the speaker, and I was like, I couldn't bring myself to shut
I'm
upstairs.
so happy that you told it on this podcast, and I'm going to also
And
say,
this reaction is honest.
and I'm not,
That's the worst thing about it.
dude. I'm not even going to edit this out. This is going to be the mainstay part of the podcast.
Fuck you guys.
Oh, Jesus Christ,
Oh,
that's
God.
brilliant. That's what kind of porn?
It was quite
It
funny.
was it like what kind of porn was it though?
I couldn't really tell.
Why'd you wait till now to take?
I just thought it'd be a good story to bring up.
That's a good story. Yeah, I got. Yeah.
Was it hardcore?
I can't fucking remember. At what point am I gonna?
Did it sound graphic?
Oh, no, that was pretty bog standard, I think. It
Yeah,
was
just
kind of like
missionary sex, independent
run of the
newspaper
mill.
afterwards.
Do you know what I mean? I didn't finish for the end of it.
Just vanilla porn, right?
Yeah, I turned it off. I had to.
No, it's gonzo shit.
You're not
You
into that.
started hearing, like,
Yeah, well,
Like a horse
I was saying this to my girlfriend the other day. I was like, I like watching porn.
That'd be negative.
I like watching porn, but sometimes I like a bit of production value to my porn. Like, I don't want just like, hi, my name's like, Kenzie Kenner and I'm here to get fucked. And then some dude just rocks in like stunt dick #1 and he just rails her. But then like, I've started noticing, I'm like, I recognize this male porn stuff from other stuff. I wonder what he does these days.
You recognise his dick, you mean?
Huh? No, just the guy. You recognize the guy. He comes in, don't speak no English. He doesn't say anything. They, oh, you like baby, and she's like, oh yeah, oh amazing. And then you look at her face, and she's like bored out of her mind. And it's like, oh god, just
Thinking about that paycheck.
Yeah, it's just like makes my dick soft. Just can't do that shit.
I'm not a big fan of fakeness in stuff.
Nah, that's why amateur porn's awesome, because it's like those people really want to fuck, and someone put the camera out and was like, yeah, fuck it. I want to get onto that VR porn, man.
Oh.
Get that VR Oculus Rift headset, put some porn on. Shit, dude. So Red Band was talking about it, Brian Redband,
yeah.
and he said it really like immerses you into it, makes you feel like you're there.
What's he got? Oculus Rift.
I think so, yeah. And
Yeah,
he
it's
put some
probably
porn
the best one to
on. He was like, I felt so close to this porn star because I can look around and do everything like that.
It's a
I was like,
paradise.
but it all comes back down to the fact that you're still just jerking yourself off.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, and then that real shame that you feel like after you're done, you feel like your grandparents are watching.
There'd be more shame.
Your dead grandparents are looking up at your dead relatives and they're like, just tutting, just go, oh, he's doing it again. And then once you're done, you have to do a gate roll on the sheets. Make sure you're not connected to Bluetooth, Tori, when you walk in.
So I'll give you the live stream.
He's not happy about
He gave me that look.
Yeah, you do it. Look, you shoot your
Probably
load.
me.
Do a quick little gate
Probably
roll.
me.
What do you mean?
Who had the Bluetooth on?
No, it was him.
It
It
was
was him.
definitely Tory.
Tori remembers it. He's like,
Trust.
shit.
I remember it, man. I was pissing myself. I couldn't believe it. I was like, nah, never.
What would you do if that was you? Would you just, if you'd found out, like, oh shit, I'm still connected to Bluetooth? I'd finish.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'd even like turn the microphone on. Do you know what I mean? Just somehow connect my microphone to it. Like, yeah, hear my heavy breathing.
Yeah.
Let's let's see how uncomfortable we can make them. I'm just waiting for the front door to close, like they've left the house.
Knock. Listen, bro. Just FYI, man. Porn's still on. Like, we can hear everything you're doing, and you just look at him with no shame. You're like, I know.
Keep going.
I know you can hear it. It turns me on.
I left it on so you knock on my door.
Yeah. Now just look at it. Standing jerking off. Look at it now. Don't stare away. Just keep looking. That's what I say to my girlfriend sometimes. Just poke her in the back in the morning. She's like, no, get it away. You're like, just look at it.
Poke her back.
Just look at it.
Just look at it. It's
And then
fine.
it's like, it's like getting hypnotized. Locks eyes. That's it.
But that's the good stuff. That's what you got to find. You want to find that woman who's just kind of like that you're never going to get bored of having sex with. That's how you know you found the one. That's why I love my girlfriend so
I'm
much.
practicing. Trying to
Just
find her.
fucking as many as you can until you find them.
Well,
You're a rock star, man. So
certainly
that's
seems
why.
that way.
Thing is, though, how do you
Unintentionally.
know you get bored of fucking them until you're bored of fucking them? That's the thing. Isn't it
Just
a time
keep going till it. Yeah.
You just keep smashing,
Till
man.
the chain breaks.
Have you seen? I read an article about this kid called Jared White. He had like a bowl haircut, and he was like fucking his teacher every day. Kid's 13 years old, and he was having sex with this really hot, like fucking Latina teacher.
Well done,
and I
mate.
was like,
Nice.
Well done.
right. So check this out. I'm gonna bring
Nice.
I'm gonna broach this subject. Right now, we're all men here, okay? I'm pretty sure at 14 years old, you knew if you wanted to smash, yeah? So if Miss Nicholson,
Yeah,
right,
you know. Yeah, I'm so glad
She was
you
my
brought
form
her up.
tutor.
So Miss Nicholson, right? Okay, she was hot. She had a fucking banging body. Face weren't all that, but you know, grand scheme of things.
She
it's
had
all-
a face like a drop pie, man.
yeah, but that's okay, man. That's okay because you don't look at a mantelpiece when you're poking the fire.
Nice pie though, nice pie.
It was a nice,
Yeah, drop puff pastry.
yeah, fucking cream pie, mate. So drop pie. So basically, right? If she was like, oh, you know, Daniel, like, come over, like, just, you know, let me fucking get up in my
Daniel.
guts. What you'd have been like, yeah,
all up
for
in that
sure.
shit.
I mean,
All
you'd
up
have
in
been scared because you were 14 or whatever, but you'd have done it. You'd have just gone, fuck it, I'm going to do it, right? I don't know any fucking dude, right, apart from social justice warriors who are like, no, man, that's wrong. It's rape. It's not rape. It's not rape. If a kid wants to, like, you can't rape a guy, really, if you're a woman, because the guy's got to get an erection, right? So, unless you, like, drug him and shit like that.
Well, no,
But even then, like, I know guys, like, you know, if you were desperate, you'd fuck a fat chick, like, real fat.
Oh,
Fuck
it's
it,
been
I'll fuck
done.
her. I'll smash it. Whatever.
been
So
done.
it's not like we don't have, like, we have standards, but we also don't have
That
standards.
sperm to egg ratio, man.
Yeah, that's it.
Can't beat
You know, I
it.
found out the other day, legally,
Can't escape it.
in legal terms, it's not, you can't actually, a man can't actually be raped.
In legal terms.
Legal terms.
Why-
What-
why so?
Under what legal
Yeah,
legality?
Yeah, unless it's-
anyway, like,
unless it's financially.
Here's the
Yeah.
same. America's the same. Obviously, I don't know about laws in every country in the world, but
Fucked in the ass.
rape is down to the is actually the term of the penis penetrating a vagina.
Buggery.
Yeah.
So if a woman does it to a guy, it's classed as sexual assault.
Ah, okay.
So a guy can only rape a woman can't rape
So
a
rape
guy.
is the penetration part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So does that mean, but it's only penis penetrating? So if I fingered a girl, for
That's sexual
example,
assault.
sexual assault.
Is rape not the same
thought-
as where the term fuck came from?
I'm not
No,
sure.
fuck comes from fricken, from
Fricken.
German word fricken,
Ah,
as in
really?
to strike. Yeah,
Okay. Frickin' sounds
you're
good.
welcome,
didn't know
guys.
that.
Frickin's good.
Yeah,
What would you call it
fricken.
that?
Fricken.
you.
Fricken is German word fuck, and frick is to strike.
Like a metal band.
Yeah. Frickin'.
Scandinavian.
The German dude.
Yeah.
Hence why it's the German language.
Germanic
Frick on.
metal.
Yeah, it's like a Scandinavian metal festival.
What?
Yeah, like whacking.
Frickin'.
Frickin' whacking.
Whackin's name.
But yeah, no. So basically, my entire point is, it's like I feel bad for those teachers, those female teachers who get done for having sex with those kids, because really, all she was doing was educating him on the ways of the world, and then he couldn't keep his mouth fucking shut. Cause that's
Yeah, but what
usually
kid?
happens.
What kid would? Like, I know this is like in hindsight, you look back and go, "You're a fucking idiot." Like you could have had it.
So you said it.
Could have had it good, and the
Yeah,
thing,
but
who's
no
got the phone?
kid,
Who's
but
got?
no-
Is you connected to Wi-Fi?
I had airplane mode. But
No
Yeah.
kid in their right mind at that age can do it. Like, hats
Male-
off if you
male
can.
kid.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I
Male
mean.
kid.
Like, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's that is like an accolade. That's like achievement unlocked. That's
Yeah, for sure.
you become the OG. Like,
OG, old gangster at 12.
yeah.
But that's why I don't like those blanket laws they do. Do you know what I mean? Like, someone what's out there? Go out. Yeah, there's That's why I don't
Is
like.
there a name on there saying "fuck my mouth"?
Oh, it might be the thread. We got a thread between like.
Has
us.
it changed
Oh,
again?
It might have done.
What was it called
Let's have a
before? It
look.
was like,
Hold on. Let me
I'll
bring
go back
this
to
in.
it. Yeah, mate, there's some horrible shit on that thread. Just
Dude, I don't want to know.
no, it's good, man. It's
There's about
funny.
20
This
There's
fucking
about-
Android phone is dog shit.
there's about
man.
20 people on that thread, and you know half of them probably.
Me.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people, man. I'm a whore.
Which one? What do you want to search?
I'm just trying to fucking use the Google search option.
I'd love a Kit Kat. If I had a Kit Kat.
Hey, go, fucking take me onto Google. Like, I'm gonna show you what this kid looks like. He's smashed with the haircut that he's got. It's impressive. And the teacher that he fucking did it with. There was one teacher who was doing orgies in school with 17-year-old boys, and they were like, "Yeah, you're a horrible human being." It's like, no, because those people that are doing that, those people that are accusing her, are pieces of shit.
Yeah. But that's families probably just trying to.
Get some money.
I don't know. Could you see your teacher
Dude,
for damages?
this is the kid.
It's all fucked.
Get out.
This little fuck, right? Jared White is his name.
That
right?
haircut's disgraceful.
Hold on.
Oh, this is
I
the
got
kid
to
with
show
the bowl
you.
haircut.
He knocked up this teacher, right? He got her pregnant.
Oh,
13
dear.
years old, right? And you see what picture of his fucking teacher look like.
Oh dear. Jared White, Jay Blanc.
That's the fucking teacher, dude.
Get out.
Oh, Jay Blanc, bro.
Get out. Oh my god.
So what we're looking at here, for people who can't see, is that the girl that he had sex, the teacher he had sex with, who's like 26 years old, right? My girlfriend made a good point. She's a teacher. She's a deputy head teacher for a primary school. And she said, she was like, what's wrong with that kid, with her, that she has to have sex with 13-year-old boys? I was like, nothing's wrong with her. She's a perfectly normal human being. Because, like, she's just attracted to a 13-year-old kid. But Elvis Presley married Priscilla when she was 14. Nobody said anything.
Jerry Lee Lewis.
Michael Page not Michael Page. What's Michael Page? From fucking Led Zeppelin?
No, Jimmy Page.
Jimmy Page, that's it.
Yeah, he was.
I'm thinking Michael Venom Page.
Yeah, but all of those guys did. Like, you know, that kind of era is kind of.
John
looked back
Lennon
on.
had a 14-year-old girlfriend.
Yeah, it's kind of all looked back on and like, you know, it's just the legality. It's just the law that says it's this age.
Fucking.
Because if you go to other countries, it differs. Like,
14 in Spain.
What's that weird director who married his daughter?
Woody
Allen. Woody Allen married his Japanese fucking stepdaughter.
Yeah.
The fuck? That's insane. So if some 13-year-old kid wants to smash some 26-year-old, who's going to stop him?
Yeah, but if you look at that, the Woody Allen scenario, like from
that's fucked up though.
No. But from a biological point of view, his Japanese stepdaughter, which probably isn't his blood.
No, it's not his daughter. It's not his blood.
Yeah, so
He raised her.
So from a biological point of view, you're so far removed in that gene pool that.
Yeah, but ethically,
yeah,
man,
I know.
Like,
it's only because
I know I'm saying here like with double-edged sword, talking about ethics on one side of 13-year-old kid being like sexually like molested basically by a 26-year-old. I get that, but the thing is, it's like I don't know. It is different if it's a guy and a girl.
Yeah, of course.
Like,
it
the
always
role,
is.
gender roles
It always
reversed.
is, because,
it is different.
Because guys
We should have
go
fucking
into
started with this
girls.
instead of talking about fucking movies for half an hour. No, but it's true though. Like, if, for example, if my son, right, let's say that in this scenario, Daniel's my son, right?
Daniel's son.
Daniel's son. Even though I think you're older than me in this, like in real life, but you're a year older than me.
That's right, you were in hypersleep for a little while.
Sorry?
That's the story. It was a hypersleep and I just grew older than you.
I see.
Yeah. Cool.
I look older than you though. So let's say, for example, like you're like, Dad, like I've been having sex with my teacher. First off, my first reaction is going to be, what she look like? Show me a picture. Right? Find her on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. Find her, you're like, oh, she's pretty fucking hot. I would then break your hand because I high-fived you so hard. And then I would, my last option would be, shut the fuck up, don't tell your mother, don't tell your nan, don't tell nobody, keep it quiet, make sure you wear a condom. That's it. That's what I would say. And then every day I'd probably be like, my kid has more game than I do. Like, so, but if it was my daughter, so say in this scenario, my daughter and you can't say, Dad, I had sex with I'm going to kill him. I'm going to finish that sentence. I had sex with, and insert blank name, that person dies. That's it. So it is a double-edged sword. As a father, I would totally.
Yeah, but also not. You just know what guys are capable of. Like,
yeah,
that's the thing. Like, the lengths they'll go to make sure that.
Dude, I've in my past days, I was a seedy motherfucker. I'd break up relationships and shit to get laid. I was a piece of shit. And I'd do some horror stuff and spit in girls' fannies and assholes and shit. Like, do porn star shit. Because I knew I had no other reference point. Like, now I just have like nice, normal, fun sex. But you're like, because you grew up watching porn, right? And you're just like, oh, okay, that's that Brazilian butt. Oh, click on that. And then you click on more and you click on more and you find out you're like, oh, I'm into gangbang green pies. Huh?
Watch your bandwidth decrease.
Yeah. And then you start doing some fucked up shit. And then, because you have no real reference, because you don't know anything else but porn, right? Maybe I'm just speaking for myself because you all looking at me like I'm fucked up.
No, man. I've been reading into it and stuff like that. There is a serious porn addiction going on in Western
I'm not
society
addicted to porn. Like, I can go without it. I can just go back to my regular old imagination.
So you've obviously met T-Tot. You've obviously spoken to T-Tot. You had him on the lot.
He was on the podcast.
had him on the podcast.
I love Easy Core, yeah.
Yeah, and he's
into tranny porn. I know for sure
he's into mate.
T-girl.
Yeah,
Yo, T-girl.
TS's or whatever.
Yeah,
right?
I call T-Tot trisexual. I mean, like, try anything sexual. Like, that's literally he'll do anything.
I know some transsexual people that we met when we were in the States. Like, not my girlfriend, a friend of mine before. We met some transsexual people, and like, I have them as friends on Facebook, right? And I see they post some funny shit. Me and my girlfriend both followed some transsexual.
One of your mates, I'm sure, wrote something for Vice. I think it was.
Yeah, Paris Lees. Yeah.
And they're transsexual as well.
Yeah,
aren't
she is. She don't look it, does she?
they? No.
She's hot. She's hot. Where's your phone? She's fine. She's really fine.
Facebook or what?
Yeah, just go to Google, man. Just type in Paris Lees, Lees.
Fucking hot in here, bro. Is that radiator?
No, it's a candle.
That one candle is warming everything up. Yeah, she's hot as shit, man. And you wouldn't think it that she was a dude. There you go. Yeah. Yeah.
Get out.
Yeah, dude.
You kind of see it when you look, but you wouldn't think on the
Come on,
glance.
let's have a look.
Sean's like, what's going on?
Goodness me.
You can see when you look, but if no one told
now
you.
that you know.
Something's like, yeah, I
Yeah,
guess
but if no
maybe.
one told you. There we are. See, that's
Have you seen
You'd
that
be none
Snapchat
the
video?
wiser.
That guy, they videoed a Snapchat of like he was sending Snapchats from Thailand, and like he was drunk and he's banging some tranny, and he's proper giving it to her, and he calls the tranny Jeffrey. He's like, "You want Jeffrey? Get your cock out." When in Rome, right? And he's fucked off his face, and he's just proper smashing his tranny, and like his mates are videoing it on their phone, like as he's sending it to him on Snapchat.
No.
And but dude, no, he knows as well. Like they're sending Snapchats back to him saying, "Oh, you're disgusting." He's like, basically, he made a really valid point here, right? Like I'm not a fan of other people's penises. No offense, I just like my own. But and even then, sometimes. Not a big fan. Well, especially when like right after you've had sex and it just doesn't cooperate when you're trying to piss. And it's like, ugh. I'm not a fan of other people's penises, but she looked better looking than most girls that I know. Does that make sense?
Some are.
Like,
They go
and
to
that's, and
extraordinary
if you sorry, Thailand, you been?
No, I haven't been to Thailand actually.
No, okay. So I have. The most beautiful women in Thailand are men, and that's the scariest thing. Like you'll be chilling, and then you'll see these English guys or whatever, just people on holiday, and they'll go, "Oh, you're right, yeah." They start chatting, and like, "Oh, that dude doesn't know. Like, he really doesn't know." And I think it's like there's some sort of moral ethic needs to go. I've got a cock, by the way. They should.
Yeah.
I don't know if that conversation.
Kind of, like external advertising.
I don't know if that conversation occurs, but it should, I guess. I don't know. I would like to know if I was going to take a girl back if she had a dick. I don't want it to be a surprise.
Are we talking post-op or pre-op here?
That is literally a dick in a box.
Pre-op with cock.
Okay,
with dick and
most
balls.
of them are with cock then. I'm
Dick
guessing.
and balls, yeah. Well, I'm assuming so. I haven't really checked personally.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, would it be like a shock would be a penis, but then like an even worse shock would be like, oh god, like it wasn't even a real vagina. Like, do you know what I mean? It was like.
What if they were half and half? So like they hadn't quite got both done. They just had.
Pizza Hut.
No, just
I'm just going to say that. I was like, she's got the pepperoni and the other one is a margarita.
just a pair of balls hanging below a vagina.
yeah, just no dick.
Pepperoni and anchovies is what you're saying.
God, what a mess.
But the thing is, like, to be fair, ultimately it boils down to this. Like, I really don't give a shit about gender pronouns and all that stuff, because when the bombs finally hit, like, that's what we're going to be arguing about. Like, gender pronouns, we won't even notice anything else, because everyone's like, I want to be a they, and I'm poly bi, and listen,
Poly bi.
yeah, it's like, listen, dickhead, do you hurt people? No. Do you assault children? No. Then do whatever the fuck you want to do, man. I don't give a shit. Like, if you're a chick, if you like chicks with dicks, if you like fannies, assholes, if you're a man with a vagina, like, I don't give a fuck. Do what you want to do, as long as you're just fucking just living your life and not hurting anybody.
Yeah, that'd be a cunt. I swear, really.
That's
Yeah.
the moral.
I think
of the story, isn't it?
I think that's the closing point on this podcast is, don't be a cunt.
Yeah.
That's what we want. All right. So we've been talking for like fucking hour and a half. Tori, where can people find you?
You can find me everywhere and anywhere.
Yeah.
On stage, off stage,
Glimmer Man.
in a bin.
Yeah.
Keep yeah.
You send me some links in Search of Sun. I'll whack that in there. We'll put it
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the description.
absolutely, man.
For guys, check you guys out because you guys got some stuff going. Guys, if you haven't, if you don't know anything about Search of Sun, definitely check out our previous podcast with Sean Gorman and the Earl of Ezekiel, T-Top Progoya. I fucking said his name right first time. Sean,
Egidius.
and this is Sean Gorman saying bye-bye to the people.
Goodbye, people. I love
And
you.
Daniel Molyneaux, the Cox.
Goodbye, everyone.
Mollen Cox.
Mollyneaux.
Marlon Cox. Yeah.
All right, guys. All right, motherfuckers. Talk to you guys later. Thank you very much for listening and listening to us talk shit for an hour and a half.
Peace.
Peace out. See ya. Hey, this is Leo here from What's the Damage podcast. If you like this week's episode, feel free to like, share, and subscribe and do all that fucking shit. And hopefully we can get this worldwide. Thanks a lot. Peace.